This is Salamancer, and if you're yawning right now, you're a jerk. Just like this guy, yawning before a game. Or maybe he was screaming. I'm not entirely sure, but that was Shaolin, by the way, not actually Slut Me, or Pound Slut Me, whatever the guy's name is. We're just going to call him Slut, because why not? But this is another game with 2166. They actually sent me a replay pack of 3 replays. We'll see if they win all of them, or if they actually manage to send me a game where they lose, because that game against ONS was pretty darn close. This time around, it is 2166 versus Team Moustacio, aka Team M. And 2166 losing this first mid-fight already, although they have gotten a couple of nice kills here, and they've kept their medic alive, so actually they turned that loss right around, which they almost should not have been allowed to do, but now it's just Thorndike left alive for Team M, and actually looks like he is murking. This guy was on Team Kiwi Bacon, as evidenced by his tag, the K Beta there. Not KB, that's a K Beta. But he did manage to stay alive as well, so there's not going to be a significant Uber advantage for either team, which is going to be good for Moustacio. Was that a... Okay, I'm sorry, I am just jumping at shadows today because I've been playing so much Medic recently. I thought I saw a blue scout in the lobby there, but it turns out it was not. Because both scouts are actually out here capping the point right now, and 2166 manages to get that very nicely. This time around, they do actually have their own demo man here as well. That is 13. Just XIII, 13. That is your Roman numeral right there for the day. 13, the demo man. They still have Caberman as well, who I want to say is probably on their roster, even though he's not tagged up. Yeah, pretty much it's all rostered players here except for Kiwi Bacon's Thorndike right now, the medic, and possibly Slut as well, which actually, now that I think about it, we'll go over that in a second. There is an Uber popped in right now from 2166, and a counter Uber very well done there by Thorndike. So he's actually got a medic, or I'm sorry, a heavy in here as well, and has stayed alive for quite a long time, but nobody is paying attention to these scouts here, and that could end the round. Oh no, actually, I was going to say that could end the round, but then 9DM here with the heart, or whatever his name is, managed to get that kill very nicely, and Shaolin is going to try and... Oh, you're kidding me. Wow, that is embarrassing for our heavy here. Should have been able to kill that medic and just couldn't quite manage to do it. So, quick first round there for 2166. Anyway, the guy named Slut Me, actually that is a very common way to say murk me. You put a little pound before your name and then murk me, which just means basically, hey, I'm looking for people to play with for their games today because I want to play a competitive game. So, Slut Me is probably just a takeoff on that. Anyway, we're at the middle fight right now. And very quickly, 2 players down once again for Moustacio. A very aggressive play right now by 2166. They know that they've gotten a big player advantage, and they are sending their soldier and demo straight up ahead here. This is great play. They're pressuring their opponents really hard. And there you go. Moustacio has to drop back into their lobby. This is a great thing for them to do, because when you are on the defense like this and you have to run back into your lobby and run down to trash or up to battlements like that, it is much more difficult to defend the Spire. It gives 2166 all the time in the world to get a soldier and a scout up on Spire to capture it. They force the Uber pop just to try and recapture, and there you go. Now Uber is counter popped here for 2166, but actually, oh, so close to a back cap there. Anyway, that was really close for 2166. Very well played by them. They almost managed to turn it into a second very fast round win here, and I just want to go grab something for a second as 13 plays some Demo Man games with his opponents. I did get the full list of allowable unlocks in Ozfortress. Thorndike is taken down actually by Caberman doing the crazy roamer thing while I say that, but just wanted to say the unlock list is... Oh, it's on here somewhere. I know it's on here somewhere. I just had it pulled up, I swear. Anyway, right now, of course, we do have 2166 doing quite a darn good job of pushing forward because they're going to have a big Uber advantage here. I swear I'm going to find this. There you go. So the allowed unlocks for Ozfortress are the Equalizer, the Pain Train, the Sandwich, the GRU, the Gloves of Running Urgently, and then a bunch of medic unlocks. Krieg, Uber Saw, Crusader's Crossbow, Amputator, and then the original is also allowed. So, not a lot of allowable unlocks. Demo Man has to be vanilla. Scout has to be vanilla. Well, of course, Demo Man could run Pain Train, I guess, if you wanted to. Soldier is allowed to have the Equalizer, but not the gunboats. So you're not going to see the... oops. want to see that crazy roamer stuff where you only take like 20 damage from a rocket jump. And there you go, a second good round there for 2166. I probably should have called that action on last, but you know what? You could see what was happening because it was pretty awesome. 2166 is just it's all coming up roses. Is that the right phrase? It's all coming up roses? It's definitely not all pushing up daisies. It's definitely all coming up roses right now for 2166, who have been doing really well, not only on the mid-fights, but in terms of the quality of their calls, and their DM actually doing really well too. Thorndyke gets taken down once again very quickly by 13 with his nice sticky bombs there. He was helped out, of course, by that soldier, and there you go, Moustacio losing another mid-fight very decisively. They've lost their medic as well, so there's going to be a huge Uber advantage here. What you really want to see is if they can manage it, somehow they need to get their roaming soldier out here to bomb on top of the medic to kill Havoc or to force that Uber to pop early. But they have no option to do that. Shaolin gets taken down, so they're down a player. They're down in the Uber, and the Uber is already there on the point. Oh! Very well-timed detonation from M. Boner. That is, of course, just Boner, not M. Boner, actually, so it's not like a play on M. Bice or anything. But the medic was trying to do that cute little thing where you walk onto the point and you get a little bit of capture time there and then pull the Uber right back out. But he was a little bit slow on the draw, and the demo man managed to kill him. So Havoc is going to have to rebuild that Uber, but he's still going to have an advantage because Thorndyke actually got killed way later. So actually about a 25% advantage right now. Could get up to 30% if they build quickly, which right now they seem to be doing. So yeah, they may get up to, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Team M did manage to hold that off very nicely though, and their defense really has looked pretty solid. Nice kill by Slutme there, who I really don't actually know his real name. It could be just 90M. That could be his name. And I'm not sure just because Team M right now is confusing me with their tag and his name. But we'll call him 90M. That's fine. But 2166 is in a bit of a pickle right now. They do want to push in, but they've got to be really careful here. They are going to be pushing against a team that has 100% Uber of their own. And the only saving grace right now is that they don't have a heavy standing up here. But there goes Zumaj very quickly, so already one player down for Team M before they pop their Uber. The Uber is now popped, and they've got the medic standing there, invincible on the point, but that's not going to last very long. Medic's now down, and there you go. It's 3-0 for 2166. Wow. So the aggression and the DM for 2166 is really shining here. These guys are looking very solid this game. I want to say they're looking much more solid than last game that I just casted. So nice. Very nice. A good jump there by 13, although he is going to be a bit slow out to mid here. Yeah, the opposing demo man got there first, but didn't get the sticky properly, so not going to be a huge deal. And now 90M is the first casualty of that fight, but look at the damage on 2166. They have lost so much health, and yet they are still managing to be very aggressive here. A soldier bombing in for the medic. It doesn't manage to get him. That was what Shaolin wanted to do. It was a good play, but oh, what an ear shot from Caberman. Wow, okay, so that was exactly what they wanted to do. That was a good play there from Team Moustacio to send in the roamer, to send in the demo man, to try and finish off Havoc, because they do not want to be in this situation where, once again, Havoc is going to have 100% Uber pushing into last. But that, even though it was a good decision, it failed. They did not manage to get that, and there you go. That is going to be another round for 2166, unless they lose 2 players, 3 players to sticky bombs from a very, very talented Boner, who does get taken out there. So, doesn't matter. It was good kills, but they could not finish off that one soldier, and as a result, now 2166 is in the lead 4-0 with some good play here out of these guys, who I'm not entirely positive, but I want to say they're either Div 3 or Div 4, which I will probably check before the next game. I might even write myself a note there. But they're looking good right now. So let's just see what happens to this mid-fight, as once again 13 doesn't really get there very fast. Gotta work on those rollouts on Badlands a little bit, because that's a tough rollout to do really, really fast. But you gotta do it if you want to get there and be quick. And this time around, Team Moustacio may finally get the better of their opponents at the mid-fight. Oh, I was going to say there goes the medic. Yeah, there goes the medic. Havoc is now down, so Team Moustacio getting good kills here, and they finished off Jabby, so it is just Rafflecopter left alive. He's coming in after the medic, but he's probably not going to get that kill at all. Thorndyke is still at about 60, 70 health now, and Boner going straight for the capture. So nicely done here by Team M, Team Moustacio. With 20 minutes left on the clock, they can actually turn this game around. They just have to be very, very careful about that kind of thing. A big sticky trap from 13, taking down 2 players as they walked into the lobby. There's still plenty of time. Like I said, there's plenty of time for this game to get turned around here by Team Moustacio. It's just that 2166 has looked so solid that it would surprise me if they didn't win this game. But we'll find out. They are recapturing their second point right now. Didn't even have an Uber advantage, which surprises me that, well, not too much. It looks like our red team is playing conservative, which is kind of how they should sort of play, maybe, but this Uber did not work well for them at all. They might get 1 extra kill here if this scout, who is warping around like crazy, actually. Wow, that is so difficult to hit, by the way. If you've not played a lot of Team Fortress 2, or if you've not played a lot of competitive or whatever, trying to hit a warping scout like that is just incredibly hard, even if you have really good aim. It's crazy. So, and I don't have good aim, so I would know. 2166 though holds the middle point once again here, which is actually a pretty good feat that they have accomplished, considering that Moustacio had an Uber advantage, and if that one sticky trap had not gone off, Moustacio could have pushed into last and gotten a round win. Now 2166 has turned it all the way around, and they are pushing into last of Team Moustacio, and could end this game here within 10 minutes. Could be a really nice short game. Might be one of the shortest I've ever casted. It's actually really close here. If they can get it in the next 20 seconds, I think that might actually be one of the shortest. And there they go! 5-0. GG, goy, whatever you want to say. That was definitely GG. So thank you for watching. This has been Salamancer, and we do have one more game from 2166 to cast, so stay tuned. But you do need to subscribe to youtube.com/fatmop and tell all of your friends to do the same, because you want them to like competitive Team Fortress 2 as much as you do. I will sign out for now.